morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV of Frederick. My name is Callie Say and I'm here at Transwest in horse trailer sales. So for those of you that aren't familiar with us, we have a huge selection of Cimarron and Logan trailers that are new, as well as anything used that comes in on trade. Today we're going to go over a 2021 Cimarron Lonestar 24-foot stock combo that we just got in from the factory. So this is the first kind of sneak peek of it that you're going to get. We've got the video that we're going to pull up here so we can kind of go over some of the specs. All right, so this trailer is 24 feet on the floor. It is 7'1" tall. It is 6'10" wide. You have a 5'6" front tack, and then you've got a slant. So on the long wall in your stall area, you're 18 foot 6 inches, and on your short wall, you're 14 foot 6 inches. Alrighty, so now that you guys have kind of seen a bird's eye view of this trailer, let's get into it. I'm going to save the tack area for last because I think this tack area is really what's going to sell this trailer. So we'll save the best for last there. Alright, so the first thing I kind of want to point out is, number one, your wheels and tires on this trailer. We talk about it a lot, but there are a lot of features that Cimarron really stands behind on their trailers. That includes their tires. It actually comes with a Lion's Head warranty. It's 1 year, no questions asked for any road hazards, 2-year roadside assistance, and 5-year against any manufacturer defects. So they really stand behind their tires. Everything is nitrogen filled, and you're gonna have standard aluminum wheels on all your Cimarron trailers. So just your running gear under these trailers is pretty well built to begin with. You're on 7K rubber torsion axles, so you've got plenty of axle underneath this trailer to make sure you're going to make it safely from point A to point B with your animals, which at the end of the day, that's what our goal is to get you safely from point A to point B. Right here you have a tie rail, runs down the length of your trailer here. Behind it you have your side slats here, and they've got extrusions running through them, which basically it's like a little hollow core that runs through here. That adds a lot of strength to the side of your trailer. So where you've got animals tied or you've got animals in the stall area, you're going to have this for a little extra support here. Big single rear gate here on the back. And you do have plexiglass inserts on this one. Every Cimarron stock combo that you're going to see is going to have those air gaps built in, and every one of them can have plexi. We decided to take this one a step further and include the plexiglass in it. So if you don't want it in there, there's a nice little storage container up front that we'll show you. But a lot of people, it gives it a really clean, sharp look, especially on these colder days. If you don't want quite as much airflow going through your trailer for your animals, they're going to stay a little bit warmer if you keep that plexiglass in. All right, so back here you have all the controls for your exterior lights. As you saw on the other side, we have a big awning light over where you can tie up your animals on the passenger side. We also have these 2 rear awning lights for loading at night. And then you've got another awning light over here on this side as well. So if you're tacking up at night, which you've got 2 doors so you can tack out of either side, you're gonna have plenty of light shining down on you. You can actually see what you're doing and make sure you're saddling the right horse. All right, so as we step in here, this is something we haven't seen a whole lot of yet. These are the new Optibrite lights. So this is what's gonna come in on all of our inventory trailers. It's something that we upgrade on all of our inventory unit. You can go with a standard LED light, but we like these Optibrites just because they put out so much more light. We're going to see if we can do a test here soon against the old ones, which we loved, which is why we put them on all of our old trailers. But these ones, they say, are even brighter. So stay tuned and we'll see if we can get a test going for that soon. You've got 4 roof vents So in the summertime, if you need a little more airflow going through here, you can pop these either direction to suck air in or suck air out. Get the air really moving nicely through this trailer. Your standard insulated roof on these trailers, so it's a FiberTech roof. You can actually jump up and down on top of it. I wouldn't recommend it just for safety reasons, but this roof is very dent and hail resistant, as well as offering a lot of insulating properties. So as your horses get in here, they're going to stay a lot more temperate. So in the summer times, they're going to be a little bit cooler. In the winter times, they're going to be a little bit warmer. So we love, love, love these Cimarron roofs. I think it's one of their best selling features. All right, so on this stock combo, there's a few other upgrades that we did on this trailer. You'll notice we did stall mats, kick mats on the hip side as well as the partition wall there. That just is going to give it a lot cleaner look over time. If you got a horse that likes to rub their heel or their hooves kind of on this back wall, it'll just look a lot nicer. You're not going to have any kickers making any big ugly marks on your trailer here. So for your cut gate here, it's got a little pedestal it rests on. And what you'll notice is that you're going to see a high-grade plastic. I talk about this in a lot of our videos, but they try and make these trailers as quiet as possible for your animals that are riding in here. So you're always going to have, they're going to try and do a buffer between your metal and your plastics. So you don't have any metal to metal contact to be really uncomfortable for your horses. So even this little joint here, you've got a little bit of plastic behind there so you can get that hard cling of metal on metal. If that was metal, it'd still be ringing, as well as plastic here and plastic here. So when you put this back, as you're going down a bumpy dirt road, you're not going to have that heavy-duty annoying rattle sound to drive your animals crazy and not make them want to jump in your trailer. So right here, you've got this kind of soft close divider here. Once again, plastic on metal. I like these because one hand you can operate it. So if you're loading some cattle or some horses that maybe aren't the best behaved, it's really nice to be able to just use one hand operation. You close it and you don't have to worry again. So it's just a nice safety feature, as well as, once again, being a little bit quieter for your animals. Just sits nicely back there as well. You've got a tie rail that goes on the driver's side all the way to the front here. It even goes on this escape door here. You do have a chest bar. That way if you have animals in here and you need to open the escape door, you're not going to have them come barreling out at you. It's another nice little feature I like. And before we leave here, like I said, here's those interlocking side slats that I was telling you guys about. Really clean, gives everything a really clean appearance from the exterior. All your welding will be done on the inside. So you're not going to have any welding, really clean welds, but you don't want to have to see those as you're looking down the side of your trailer. So everything looks really, really clean. You're welding to a flat surface. You're adding a lot of strength to the side of your trailer. So once again, your load lights up above. You even got some button lights on that top rail there, as well as on your fenders. It's going to look really cool going down the road at night, as well as everybody's going to be able to see you. It's safety, but it also, honestly, it just looks really good as well. So you've got your escape door here. This is what I think is a really big seller. We had a similar trailer to this that it sold right away. Having these dual tack doors makes it really easy. If you and a friend are going, you guys can tack up on opposite sides of each other and not have to get in each other's way and run into each other the whole time. So you've got load lights on each side. You've got a swing out saddle rack on each side. You've got blanket bars on each side. These are big 42-inch doors, and they've each got a step going into them. So it's going to be really easy for you to get in and out of this trailer. When these are slid back in, you've got plenty of room if you need to move stuff in and out. These saddle racks are on a shock, so you're not going to have to worry about them popping open and greeting you at the door when you go to open this. We have a water tank on order for this trailer. There have been some supplier issues, but this one is pre-set up and ready for us to just slide right back into that corner when it gets here. This whole partition wall is carpeted. You've got your bridle hooks here, top row and bottom row. A lot of people look at these and they're like, oh, I don't know how I feel about plastic bridle hooks. These aren't plastic. These are actually made for Cimarron. They're aluminum, they're heavy duty. You're not going to have to worry about them just snapping right off. So everything in here is really designed to last a long time. Even though Cimarrons tend to be a little more expensive for the initial purchase, a lot of people find that without having to replace things, resale value, in the long run you usually come out ahead on a Cimarron trailer. This whole wall is carpeted so that if you do have your bits and bridles here, they're not going to be swinging back and forth, annoying your animals right on the other side of this wall. So kind of helps dampen the sound, but those bits and headstalls are expensive, so we want to protect them as they're going down the road. Everything you've got in here is really easy to clean. So rubber mats on the floor, you can take these out, hose them down, put them back in, or even just take a broom and a mop, and you can keep this area looking really clean for a very long time. Mud season is something that makes it really hard to keep trailers clean, so just take it one step further with these rubber mats. If you do have any issues with your carpet, this is not like what you have at home. It is marine grade carpet, so some soap and water will help clean this up. It's not going to absorb stains and liquids like your carpet at home, so it's one of the reasons that we use this type in here. I mentioned earlier that if you don't want to keep your plexiglass in, we do have a place to store that. So right up here is actually your plexiglass storage. What I would recommend is, we've done this on another video, but when you go to take them out, get yourself some painter's tape or that frog tape and wrap up each section and label it, like driver's side top air gap or passenger side lower gap, so that you can slide these right back in when you're ready to use them without having to put together a puzzle piece of which plexi went where. So always keep a little bit of that painter's tape and a Sharpie up there, and it'll make your life really easy if you decide to make some last minute changes. Up in this nose you do have 2 windows, so if you want to lay down there between a show or maybe after a long trail ride, take a nap, you can open these windows, get a little bit of a cross breeze going through here, be really comfortable. If you want to make it a little more fancy in here, this right here is bracing for an air conditioner, or if you want to pop in one of those max air fans, that's another thing you can do. But just having this bracing here ready to roll makes it a lot easier if you decide to have a tech put in an air conditioner after the fact. So if you need one and you want to make it a little more comfortable for your shows, something we can do here at Transwest. Right here you've got your shelf. Since we did lose our short wall on this trailer to having an additional door for that awesome swing out saddle rack, we needed somewhere we could throw a shelf, so they bolted a heavy duty one up here. These are made at Cimarron. They are heavy duty welded aluminum shelves, so they are going to be high quality. It's not just going to be something you're going to set something up here and it's going to fall off here. This is well engineered, just like everything else on a Cimarron, for all of your little odds and ends that you want to get off the floor. Right down here, everybody loves a boot box, so you've got a half a boot box here. We didn't want to take it all the way to the edge and make that area by your saddles a little bit too tight if you've got your saddle rack swung out. So having a half boot box here gives you a lot of additional storage, makes it easier to get up into the nose, as well as gives you a nice little place to sit down, relax, maybe take your boots off if you need to do that. Inside, you'll notice on each side we have Optibrite lights. So the nice thing about this is no matter which door you come in, you're going to have a little light switch on each side that controls both sides. so you don't have to worry about running all the way around the trailer to turn on or off the lights. Just a nice little handy feature there. Once again, nice little step to get in and out of here. I love these big 42-inch doors. Just makes it seem so much easier to load things in and out. You don't feel like you're hitting the walls when you're trying to get a big bulky saddle through. And little brush boxes on each door. Just nice little grab and go items for you if you don't want to have to carry a little grooming tote with you. All right, so underneath we do have our spare tire. Once again, this also falls under, it is the same tire as what all the other tires you've got on there. So you don't have to worry about if you have a flat or anything like that, you're gonna have to compromise with a unstable tire. Right up here, you've got your 2 safety chains. You've got your breakaway cable. I like that it's not the little wire of old that always seemed to get like bent and kinked. This one's got a nice cord to it, keeps it nice and gives it a little bit of stretch without having too much tension on it that you're gonna worry about locking up your brakes. 2 set screws as well as a locking pin here, so you've got lots of security up front. And then of course we've got the B&W coupler here that Cimarron actually partnered with them to make this coupler, high quality coupler made in the USA. You got to have a high quality coupler to go on a high quality trailer. So for those of you that have any questions on this one, this is for, I know a lot of people have been looking for stock combos right now. There's not a lot of inventory out there. So to have one of this caliber, I think that you would really, really enjoy having that going down the road. If you want to search this one on our website, you can find it at transwest.com. The stock number is 5N201172. It is a 2021 Cimarron Lonestar 24-foot stock combo. I hope you guys enjoyed our snowy tour today. If you have any questions on this trailer, I'd love to answer them for you. My name is Callie Say. You can reach me at 970-309-6368. I'd love to discuss this one or any others that we have on our lot. Thanks for tuning in.